2. Growth of nationalism. Short answer question. Number 1. Explain the term nationalism. Answer. Nationalism denotes patriotism and devotion to the nation. One who is patriotic loves his or her country and feels very loyal towards it. Number 2. Why was the feeling of nationalism lacking among the Indians before the arrivals of British? Answer. The feeling of nationalism lacking among the Indians before the arrival of British because it was never a one nation and comprised many kingdoms. The loyalty of the people was towards a particular king or kingdom. Thus, the modern of nationalism was lacking among them. Number 3. State 2 reasons for the development of nationalism in the late 19th century. Answer. A. Economic exploitations was the most important reason. The Indians realized that the general aim of British policies in India was to promote their own interests at the cost of welfare of India. Number B. The impact of Western education, which led to a rational, humanitarian and scientific approach to life, made the educated Indians realize the need to reform their religion and society, which contributed to the development of nationalism. Number 4. Give any 2 examples to indicate that the British followed the policy of economic exploitation in India. Answer. The increase in the indebtedness of Indian peasants under the British rule was a clear sign of policy of economic exploitation. The Indian peasants had to sell their produce at cheap prices in order to satisfy the greed of money lender, zamindars and government officials. Further, the policy of free trade had hit the Indian handicrafts. Number 5. Give 2 reasons for industrial stagnation during the British rule in India. The British economic policies were against the interest of Indian trade and industry. The English East India Company used its political powers to destroy Indian handicrafts and industry. India became a source of raw materials for the industries of the company and a market for its finished products. Number 6. What role did the press play in the national movement? The vernacular press was the chief instrument through which the nationalists spread modern economic, social and political ideas and created a nationalist consciousness. It was through influence of dailies like the Tribune, the Times of India and Pioneer that the ideas of liberty, justice and natural rights reached the masses. Number 7. Who passed the Vernacular Press Act in 1882? What impact did the act have on Indians? In 1882, the Vernacular Press Act was repealed by Lord Ripon. This gave a stimulus to political agitation and quickened the pace of Indian nationalism. Number 8. Who passed the Vernacular Press Act in 1878? Why was it passed? The Vernacular Press Act in 1878 was introduced by Lord Lytton. The Act forbade vernacular papers to publish any material that might excite feelings of dissatisfaction against the British government. Number 9. Name any 2 prominent newspapers of the 19th century which had a significant role in arousing national sentiment among the Indians. Answer. Amrit Bazar Patrika, the Patriot, the Keshari were some of the newspapers which aroused the feeling of nationalism among the Indians in the 19th century. Number 10. What was the objective of Ilbert Bill? Why was it not passed? The objective of Ilbert Bill was to remove racial discrimination. Lord Ripon wanted to give the Indian judges to authority to hear cases against the Europeans. However, the Europeans opposed this tooth and nail, and thus it could not be passed.